time for West Delaware Wrestling from KMCA Sports. Hot Wrestling is brought to you by the KMCA Sports. Now we take you live for all the hold-by-hold action, along with Roger Reed. Here's Jamie Vasquez.
Well, good morning, wrestling fans. We are still absent for one more meet. Jamie Vasquez will be back with us next week. If you're waiting to hear and listen to him this morning, we'll have to wait just a little bit longer as he is still out of commission. He will be back with us shortly. We have Alex Steffen with us this morning. Good morning, Alex, and welcome to Benton Community, the outstanding Benton Invitational here. 16 outstanding teams today, some outstanding wrestlers. We're going to see some good competition.
Absolutely, Roger. Good morning to you as well. But we're here down here in Van Horn for the Jerry Eckenrod Invitational. Always a great tournament. First one after Christmas, and time to ramp things up for the home stretch of the season here.
Well, you're exactly right. It's on. We're on our way on the downside, and this is usually the first big tournament of the year, and it will be loaded this year. 16 teams. We haven't tallied up the number of ranked wrestlers, but somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 ranked wrestlers in all three classes: 1A, 2A, and 3A. And we've got some outstanding competition. Before this day's over, we're going to see some champions that will place in Des Moines. We're going to see some kids that don't make the finals that will place in Des Moines. It's just the high quality of the competition, and it's going to be unbelievable today.
Absolutely, Roger. Every year this tournament, we see some guys go down in the third and fourth place matches that will end up placing higher in the state tournament. So.
Well, we're starting off at weight class 113, and we've got up on deck already. We have, well, let's catch the skinny out over to our right. We're waiting. We're going to follow Northland today, the Lynx, and Coach Brad Bridgewater. We're going to follow, of course, the West Delaware Hawks, and, of course, Coach Doyle and the Independence Mustangs today. We're going to be following them. We're waiting for Holden Griffith for Independence to come up. He's taking on Hunter Northrup from Benton Community. I thought that was this match right here, but that is not Hunter Northrup from Benton Community. That is a wrestler from Union. If we can find, we'll have to wait and find. We'll have to find that. And to our right, from Waterloo West, again, they haven't announced the weights. They're just calling the wrestlers up to the mat.
The wrestler from Union is Peyton Hellman. I mean, if that is the 106 match.
And that is from Independence. That would be. They have Holden Griffith up there, but I'm not sure if a wrestler did not make weight here today and they've had to switch some brackets.
That may have been the case.
That happens quite often. And to our right from Northland, let's check the skinny out on that. Must be weight 120. That is not. We're gonna have to check our program out here because we've got some. We do have on mat number 4 across the way. We have Colin Fischels from Independence taking on Dalton Bell from Northland. That is a first-round match. So we'll
at 120 pounds for that one.
Out in front of us, we have Northland. And I'm not sure. That's Northland wrestling Waterloo West. And I'm not sure. I can't believe they bumped to weight class. That's not. You don't have any. Those are 126-pounders, Alex.
No, they are not.
So we'll have to check that out. But while we do that, we may have to get a reprint because we've got some matches here. We'll have to sketch that out. We've got some matches here going on right now. Let's check out match number 4 there with Fischels and Bell from Northland. Dalton Bell, the junior from Northland, 15-7, taking on Colin Fischels from Independence. He's a senior at 4-7, and it's 2-0 with Bell up. With 1:16 left to go in the first period, a double-leg takedown by Bell has started that match up. So we'll have to. We're spying our way around. There's 6 mats here. If you've never been to the Benton Invite, it's an unbelievable tournament. They've got 6 mats. They've got 6 mats out on the floor. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot of excitement. A lot of activity going on here, and there's no place for fans to sit. We got people standing all over the place, Alex. We got cheerleaders in front of us. It's just that type of tournament.
It's always one of those congested tournaments where the fans can never find a place to sit. The wrestlers are all over and trying to stand up and look over everybody.
Well, I'm guessing that is Holden Griffith to our left.
They have 106 up on the scoreboard, so it must have been. And he gets the fall over the wrestler from Union, who we believe to be Peyton Hellman.
I would guess that would be. So we'll have to check that out. I don't see that. We'll just have to follow that up on to our left now at 113. This is a 113-pound match with West Delaware Jeff Ilgen. He's taking on Adam Proctor, the senior from Eddyville Blakesburg. And going to get a bloody nose to stop this. Ilgen, the freshman from West Delaware, with a bloody nose to start the match. So we'll go back over to
Mat 4 at 120 pounds. That was Colin Fischels from Independence and Dalton Ball from Northland. They are tied at 2 going into the second period. Fischels taking the top position.
And that is maroon on maroon, so that's that's going to help. The only thing that separates the Lynx from the Independents is that white waistband that the Lynx have around their midsection there. Maroon and white for Independence, maroon and white for Northland. So we'll watch that. Still haven't figured out the match in front of us. What weight is that? That's Northland and Waterloo West.
Is that one of the Hendersons from Northland? Either Brady at 106 or Brock at 113. There's
Brady drew a first-round bye, unless again there was some they seed this thing last night. How they seed this tournament is they have a committee that seeds this. The coaches are not involved. They have a committee that seeds it, and they meet on Friday night. And if a kid doesn't make weight, they reshuffle the bracket on Saturday morning. So we thought these were the most updated brackets. So we'll have to check that out. Back to action in front of us. Ilgen and Proctor going at it. And Proctor from Eddyville Blakesburg has Ilgen in the cross-face cradle. Almost had it locked up. Now a Butcher. He's trying to run that left arm of Ilgen. That picks up the near ankle, throws Ilgen to his back. And a good Butcher by Proctor.
That's tight. That's the fall.
That's going to be a fall. So at weight class 113, Jeff Ilgen will be thrown to the backside. He has a bye. Adam Proctor will move to the front side. He'll take on Daniel Kimball from Don Bosco, freshman at 16 at 3.
On the man in front of us here, I believe this is Brady Henderson because there is not a Waterloo West wrestler at 113. So if that would be the case, it would be Tremy Larson from Waterloo West.
I think you're right.
And Henderson's up 10-0. Being halfway through the third period here, second period.
Across the way, we have Dalton Bell and Colin Fischel still going at it. It's 5-2 now in favor of, looks like Bell from Northland. 2-point reversal as he started down, or 1-point escape, a 1-point escape and a 2-point takedown. So he'll take the lead with 29 seconds left to go in the second period. He leads 5-2, and he's riding hard. He's got Fischel's belly down to the left center of the mat, working on a chicken wing on the right, inside wrist on the left, trying to score some more near fall points.
One of those matches, Roger, where the referee has to decipher whose leg's who to figure out which ankle band they're wearing.
Well, you're exactly right. Bell has a chicken wing on the left side of Fischel's, and he's going to run it. Fischel's is going to try to sit up and counter it. Bell's going to step over to the left side. He's not picking up any back points. A cowboy out there, and they're going to go to the third period. Brady Henderson, go ahead.
Yeah, over here, Brady Henderson still up 10-0 with 10 seconds left to go in the second period. Riding tough on top.
And, he's wrestling a young man from Waterloo West that is He's an amputee, which makes it interesting. We saw that in the NCAAs a couple years ago there with Matt McDonough wrestling the young man from Arizona State.
Yeah, Anthony Robles.
So, you're wrestling Brady Henderson. This is 106-pounder, but this young man from Waterloo West has an upper body of about 120-pounder. So
yes, he does.
He's got a lot of strength. Henderson doing a good job now. Going to pick up a 2-point reversal, I believe, off the scramble and maybe some back points.
Brady Henderson is the 6th-ranked wrestler in Class 1A. Also in the 106-pound bracket, the 2nd-ranked wrestler from 1A, Gable Fox from Don Bosco, and the 5th-ranked wrestler in 2A, Grayson Kesterson from Williamsburg.
So that is a loaded bracket, as all these brackets will be before the day's over. So, again, we talked about the number of ranked wrestlers. I think last year we counted out the number of wrestlers that came out of this tournament that placed at the state meet. It was unbelievable. So that'll be that way all through the course. There's a 1-point stand-up by Colin Fischels from Independence. He's closed the gap now. It's 5-3. Dalton Bell from Independence still up, and they are in neutral position. A takedown by Fischels will tie this up, and a takedown by Bell will increase his lead by 4. So right now Dalton Bell playing a little defensive with a collar tie, both on their knees. Coach Doyle going to the score table to check out the score to make sure that's appropriate.
Up now on mat 5, Brad Roush from West Delaware taking on Ronnie Arenas from Cedar Rapids, Washington. Arenas is senior, 7-7. Roush the junior.
Brady Henderson up on top, and he's going to score the fall here. 3rd period, 28 seconds left. A 5-minute, 32-second fall by Brady Henderson, so he will advance to the front side at weight class 106. And he will take on Luke Radicke, the freshman from Benton Shellsburg, who's 14-5. On the bottom of that is Hunter Fance from West Marshall, who is 16-5. So loaded bottom half of that bracket at weight class 106.
Arenas was in deep on an outside single on Roush, and Roush was able to cut the corner on him and get the 2-point takedown. He's got an ankle hook, trying to get a cradle locked up, and they go out of bounds.
It's 5-4, so Coach Doyle picked up a 1-point, picked up a point over there somehow. And Fischel's up on top, trying to shoot a long single, misses the mark, and Bell's going to cut the corner, pick up 2 at 7-4 with 21 seconds left to go in this match.
On mat 5, Brad Roush has 30 seconds to go in the first period, still up 2-0. They went out of bounds again, restarting.
Our teams here today: Cedar Rapids, Washington, Benton Shellsburg, Macokota, Williamsburg, Don Bosco, Davenport Assumption, Independence, Northland, West Delaware, Cedar Rapids, Washington, Union, LaPorte City. A loaded field here today. And again, like we said, many ranked wrestlers, and there's going to be some unbelievable finals before the day's over. 4 seconds left to go. 7-5, a 1-point escape by Fischels. He's a takedown away from sending this into overtime. Dalton Bell plays defensive right now. Long shot by Fischels.
Brad Roush has a cradle locked up on mat 5. He's getting back points. The towel boy's out on the mat. The referee is counting. He's got his 3. He won't get the fall. He'll get 3 back points as time runs up in the first period. He'll be up 5-0.
Oh, that's huge. That's a nice job with the cradle. And pick up a nice lead. Again, Dalton Bell will advance. He'll take on Jacob Finsky, the outstanding senior from Davenport Assumption, in that quarterfinal on the front side at weight class 120. Colin Fischels will get thrown to the backside. He'll have a backside bye, so he will advance to the backside quarterfinals. Weight class 126, they're going to help us out over there. We have Jacob Wolf from Independence taking on Zach Martin, a junior from Cedar Rapids Jefferson, who's 11-9. Jake Wolf is 10-11.
On mat 5, Arenas chose neutral to start the second period and took down Brad Roush. He's riding on top. Roush with a 5-2 lead. He gets an escape, now 6-2.
Well, it's important there, Alex. Jamie and I talk about a lot of not sitting on your lead, but to build that lead. You know, you're up 5-2, up 5-0. You know, you start getting defensive and sitting on that lead, and pretty soon they play catch up on you, and then it's too late to get back into it.
Absolutely. That needed to get up out of the bottom there once he got taken down, and looking for a takedown himself here, and he gets it there. Now up 8-2 with 57 seconds left to go in the second period.
Zach Main from Cedar Rapids Jefferson with a 2-point takedown on Jacob Wolf. He's got a half Nelson and deep half Nelson. He's going to scoop the left arm of Jacob Main. Main trying to come to a high bridge. There's going to be the fall right there in 56 seconds. So Jake Wolf will get thrown to the backside. He's got a backside bye, so we won't see him till the quarterfinals on the backside. Top of the bracket at weight class 126. Trevor Cherry from North Lynn received the first round bye. He'll take on Jeremy Schmitz from Don Bosco in the next round. Cole Engel, we'll see him back in the lineup for West Delaware. He drew a first round bye, so he will have the winner of Dalen Axton from Macokota or Will Foreman from Cedar Rapids, Washington, who's 13-1. So that'll be a tough opener for Cole Engel.
Over on mat 5, Brad Roush had a nice half Nelson, picked up the fall over Ronnie Arenas from Cedar Rapids, Washington, a minute, 20 seconds into the second period. He will take on the 2 seed, John Hellman from Union.
Well, it's a good way to get yourself in the tournament. You know, you fight, get yourself in the tournament, and that's the whole idea.
Mat 1, I believe. Maybe that's mat 2. At 132 pounds, is it?
Yeah, they're doing a nice, some of these scoreboards, they have the weights up there for us now, so that's helping us out.
At 132 pounds, that's Mitchell Mangold from West Delaware. He's taking on Remington Overstake of Macokota.
And that's 2 freshmen going at it. These 2 wrestled a couple of weeks ago. Mangold winning by a fall. We'll see if he can do it again here today. Down on the bottom side of the bracket, a very interesting first-round match. Tanner Erickson Dale for Independence, 15-7, taking on Dalton Maston from Cedar Rapids Jefferson. He's 15-6. Right there's a fall by
Mitchell Mangold.
Cross-face cradle, I believe. Textbook move, and taking care of that in 37 seconds. And that's a nice job. He's got a tough match coming up, taking on Tate Buck, the senior from Benton Community, who's 17-5, seeded number 4. So that's going to be a good big match for Mitch.
Yeah, Mitchell's going to get a little test here today. On the top side, you'll see Wes Marshall kid that's 20-0 on the top side if he could get himself to the semifinals. Tate Buck from Benton Community next round. We had a first round bye.
I think Cole Needham from West Marshall is ranked in the top 3 in Class 1A. So he's undefeated right now, and he's the real deal. So that'll be interesting. Like to see that semifinal with Mangold and Needham going at it. Well, we're waiting for our next area wrestler over on mat number.
That's mat 5.
That's Owen Ward. It's Class 138. He's taking on Matt Storm from Cedar Rapids Jefferson, who is a sophomore at 10-10. Owen Ward is having a fine year. He's 13-3. The bottom side of that bracket is Drew Davis, seeded number 2 at 16-5. North Lynn has no wrestlers in today at 138. So North Lynn, talking to Coach Bridgewater, he's got a couple of injured kids. They're going to get him back in the lineup this week, but held him out in this tough tournament today. Nice 2-point takedown by Owen Ward. Got in on a single, cut the corner, and scored 2 there. He'd like to get himself on the front side of this bracket. Looking at him, that 3 seed is Kirk Momsen from Davenport Assumption, who's very, very tough.
He got a tough draw today down on the bottom side in between the 2 and 3 seeds. Up over on mat 6, though, now is Tanner Erickson Dale from Independence versus Dalton Maston from Cedar Rapids Jefferson. Just 20 seconds into the first period here.
So we'll spy that again. We'll probably have, at some point today, we'll probably have 3 or 4 wrestlers going at it at the same time. And we'll try to cover it. We'll do the best we can. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy. Stand up by Matt Storm's going to score 1. 109 left to go first period. Storm very heavy, lower body, strong leg. There's a nice shot by Owen Ward in deep, high crotch. Cuts the corner. Let's see if he can pick it up and score 2. He's going to score 2 as he covers the hips of Storm. That's just a nice job right there by the senior from West Delaware.
Yeah, his opponent there from Cedar Rapids Jefferson kind of wanted to neck wrench him, and he stayed up, and got his hips higher, and was able to get the takedown on the end of the mat.
Well, that's one of those shots where it starts out as a good shot, and if you don't finish it, you can't end up on your back with that neck wrench. And like you said, Owen did a great job of finishing that, keeping himself up and high, and keeping his head up. We saw that the other night at the dual meet at DeWitt. The what's on where Hawks had trouble with their head position, keeping it down, and that got them into trouble. So I'm sure that was a point of emphasis in last night's practice.
15 seconds left to go in the first period at Tanner Erickson Dale and Dalton Maston on mat 6. Maston working with the takedown here. He can get his arms clear. He can get 2. Only got 4 seconds left, though. And I don't believe he'll get 2 there.
Good scramble. Good scramble. Well, we've got 16 seconds left in period 1. Excuse me, Owen Ward still up on top. Did a nice job, sit out, turn in by Storm. Ward follows him very, very nicely, cuts the corner on him, stays behind his hips. Now 1 point stand up, no points as Owen Ward drops in. That's going to do it. Nice job by Owen Ward to counter that stand up.
Yeah, he was aware that he had short time there and just needed to keep him down for a few more seconds. Able to take a 4-1 lead into the second period.
It's going to be his choice. He's going to choose down. And we'll see if he can score early. There's a nice stand-up by Ward, and we're going to get a caution. Too nice a stand-up there, Alex, as he jumped the whistle. Yes. He was up in a hurry.
Yes, he was. On mat 6, Tanner Erickson Dale chose down to begin the second period. 1:40 left to go in that second period, still 0-0.
That's a very interesting first-round match down there with 2 very, very good opponents. And you don't like to see those great first-round matches, but in this quality of the tournament, that happens.
Yeah, Erickson Dale got a similar draw to Owen Ward, stuck in between the 2 and 3 seeds down there. Nick Mangridge from Don Bosco is the 2 seed, and Alex Hanna from Eddyville Blakesburg, the 3 seed.
There's a nice 1 point escape. 1 point escape by Owen Ward as he clears the hands of Matt Storm, scores 1, now working the head, doing a great job. Collar tie by Ward, snap, and really working that head of Matt Storm, trying to come back into on that high crotch shot. 5-1 is your score. There's a long single shot by Storm, nice down block by Ward, front headlock. Let's see if we can turn this into a 2-point takedown, maybe some back points. Front headlock by Ward, he goes to the right side of Storm, trying to cut the corner, and Storm's doing a good job controlling that left arm, that right arm. Ward's got that right arm sunk in there very deep, and Storm did a nice job controlling it.
To our left here, Roger, 145 pounds, Seth House from Independence. He's taking on Lucas Davidson from Makokata. And on a deep outside single there. He lifts him up and gets a 2-point takedown.
Owen Ward with a very, very nice single. Got the leg up and out, and tried a front trip. Nice counter by Storm, little windmill by Owen Ward, and he tacked that other leg, turned it into a double, set Storm on his backside for a 2-point takedown. He's up now 7-1, and here's Tony and I talked about this Thursday again, where you're up 7-1. Okay, you're going to coast, or you're going to keep building that lead and working on those bonus points, because you know how important those bonus points are in a tournament like today is.
It's important to stay on the front side as long as you can in a tournament like this with all the tough competition. Pick up those extra points. On mat 6, time ran up in the second period for Tanner Erickson Dale, was not able to get an escape, so it's 0-0 with Dalton Maston for Cedar Rapids Jefferson taken down to begin the third.
Nice tilt, tight waist. Arm tilt by Owen Ward, picks up 3 just on our cue, Alex. That was good. He just on our cue about talking about sitting or building, and then he hit Storm with that tight waist tilt, scored 3. Now he's up 10-1, working on a major decision. Stand up by Storm, nice back trip by Ward, takes Storm back down to the mat.
At 145 pounds, Seth House from Independence, up 2-0, beginning the second period here, and he chooses neutral after a quick takedown he had in the first period.
Yeah, pretty good choice. Going to the third period, Owen Ward will go up as Storm will choose down. Still got 0-0 up on that far side match.
Yeah, Erickson Dale riding tough on top with trying to work a little cross-face cradle there. But yeah, still 0-0 with a minute left.
Owen Ward really riding hard here now, goes back to work, chops that right arm. He's going to load Storm up on his hip again for another tight waist tilt. He's got that right arm controlled, loads him up on his hip. He's going to pick up 2 near fall.
On that 6, Dalton Masson from Cedar Rapids Jefferson was able to get an escape on Ericksondale. There is 30 seconds left and they go out of bounds.
Ericksondale had that cow catcher set up and they launched it.
They waved off the escape, I believe.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. He gave it to him, and they never broke free of each other, so he waved it off.
Well, that was a great job by Ericksondale to keep his hips tight. Now, nice chicken wing by Owen Ward. He's got Storm going to his back. 101, a lot of time here. Let's see if he can end this thing. Nice job by Owen Ward. Chicken wing, there's a fall right there. Nice job by the senior from West Delaware. Gets himself advanced, and looks like it might be a matchup with Kirk Momsen in those quarterfinals. That'll be a dandy.
Yes, it will. 5 seconds left. Ericksondale gives up the escape. With 5 seconds left to go in the third period to Dalton Masson, Cedar Rapids Jefferson. He'll lose that one 1-0.
Ah, what a heartbreaker right there. That is a tough loss there for Independence and Ericksondale. So Ericksondale will get thrown to the backside. He will have the loser of Nick Mangrich and Adam Labenthal from Davenport Assumption.
I believe it's 138 over there. But on to our left here, Seth House from Independence being looked at by the coaching staff. His knee appears to be up 2-0 with 50 seconds left to go in the second period. Looks like he'll be all right.
Nick Casey from West Delaware at 145 drew a first round bye. He will have his hands full with Stuart Schaefer from Davenport Assumption in that next round. But hey, you're on the front side. You'll take a bye, get yourself on the front side. Now you got to continue to wrestle because you'll be assured of at least a couple more matches there. So
Schaefer from Davenport Assumption has a 0-0 record, so he must have been hurt to begin the year. And you never know what you're going to get. A guy like that coming back.
Well, you never know what you're going to get from Assumption. He might be a transfer from somewhere else to start the second semester. So
that's very true.
You never know. We've seen that take place before. So,
Seth House is the only wrestler wrestling right now, I believe, and up 2-0 still. 39 seconds left to go in the second period. Both on their feet.
The top seed at 145 is Nick Highland from Benton Schulzberg. He's a senior. He's 16-0. And then, like you said, Schaefer on the bottom. The third seed is Gage Blythe from Williamsburg. The fourth seed is Logan Black Marchard from Washington. So, again, very, very good weight class at 145.
House able to get a takedown here and go behind over Lucas Davison from Maquoketa. He's up 4-0, 10 seconds left to go. Second period. Trying to work a little half Nelson there.
Over on mat number 1 or 2, whichever mat, the mat across our way at 152.
I believe that is mat 2.
Got an area matchup. That should be Peyton Noltein from Independence and Tristan Volker from West Delaware.
That is a matchup we'll see coming forward here a few more times, so one to keep an eye on.
Well, Tristan Volker he hasn't won a match on the varsity level yet. He's been very close. He's been close to just opening up and scoring some big points, but just can't seem to get over that hump. We'll see if he can get over that hump today against Noltein. Noltein's 11-10, and he's a junior. Low single by Noltein, a nice counter by Volker as he kicks free and rolls out of it.
Very active on his feet, a lot of hand movement, a lot of circling. He just kind of left himself open there on the left side, but then he was able to get a nice kick out there.
Nice single by Noltein. Inside single. Volker tried to come with a whizzer, missed it. And Noltein covered his hips up for a 2-point takedown. Now he's trapped that right arm of Tristan Volker underneath, working on a butcher. He's going to circle the head of Tristan Volker, and that's usually what happens, Alex. He leaves an arm behind, then you get that arm wrapped up, and you're in trouble, and before you know it, you're down 5-0. It's pretty difficult to come back from that big a lead against a good opponent.
Those little things are pretty critical. I mean, he's only a sophomore. He's got a few years, but at this point in the season, some of that stuff, you're kind of trying to get rounded out, not leaving arms behind.
It's a chicken wing by Peyton Nolte, and he's got Tristan Volker on his back. He's going to scoop the right arm and turns it into a double chicken wing. Volker in a high bridge is going to roll through. Might pick up 2 out of it on the reversal. Maybe not. Tried to cut the corner on Nolte, came out in front. Nolte scooped the arm. Nice scramble by Volker. He's got great hips and great movement.
He does. He's very elusive, and he's going to pick up 2 there as he breaks the hands of Peyton Nolte.
Nolte with the stand-up. Volker's going to try to lift and back trip and take him down. Again, took him to the wrong side. He's going to give up a switch. Again, that's that mistake that happens. You trapped his kid to a stand-up, you trapped the arm, and you took him down the other direction.
Yeah, and Matt 1 in front of us. Seth House from Independence gets an escape for the 3rd period. He's up 5-0 with 10 seconds left to go. Looks like he'll win this one over his opponent. It is Lucas Davison from Maquoketa, and he picks up a late takedown there with 4 seconds left. He'll win that one 7-0. They go to take on the 3 seed, Gage Blythe and Jacob Oliver from West Marshall, the winner of that match.
Well, that will be a tough match for Seth House, but you keep wrestling like he's doing. Everybody's got a shot. 1:45 left to go, 2nd period. Peyton Nolte up on top, 10-2. He's working a chicken wing again on Tristan Volker. Volker comes with a short sit, snapback attempt by Nolte, and Volker gets his hips and chest back down underneath. Stand-up attempt by Volker. Now up to his feet. Nolte lets him loose.
On mat 4 coming up at 152 pounds as well as Garrett Mathis from Northland. He's taking on Dylan Wagner of Vinton Shellsburg. Both of them juniors.
There's a double leg takedown by Nolte and scramble attempt by Volker as he latches himself onto the left ankle of Nolte. Nolte kicks that free, and he's going to pop his head out and cover the hips of Volker. It's now 12-3, 55 seconds left to go. And Nolte doing a good job controlling the arms of Volker as Volker's trying to get his hips back underneath. Up to all 4s is Volker. Leaves that right arm behind. Nolte grabs it, lifts up the near ankle, tries to toss Volker on his back. He does. Nolte ends up with a butcher on top. Could be a fall here. Referee looking close. There's the fall. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Peyton Nolte will advance, and he will take on the winner of Nick Johnson and Tianchi Johnson. The Johnson boys down the bottom half of the bracket. And Tristan Volker will take on the loser of that match.
On mat 4, it's Dylan Wagner of Vinton Shellsburg able to score a 2-point takedown on Garrett Mathis, who then gets a reversal. They have 50 seconds to go in the 1st period, tied up 2-2.
That's a winnable match by Mathis. He's 12-9, and Wagner is 4-11. So you got to think, I think that's a winnable match there for the junior from Northland. He's got a cross-face cradle in, scored some back points. Won't get the fall here as Wagner is posted on his right shoulder. Got the left shoulder up. 29 seconds left to go. This might just go the rest of the 1st period unless Wagner can kick himself free or Mathis can readjust himself.
Wagner gets free there, and the referee holds up 3 back points for Mathis. He's up 5-2. 10 seconds left to go in that 1st period. Trying another cradle here.
Well, if it works, you might as well keep going with it if you're going to score points with it.
Absolutely, getting back points here.
Time's going to run out. He's going to pick up 2 more. Nice job. 7-2 going into the 2nd. We'll check out the skinny here to see whose choice is going to be Wagner's choice. He's going to choose neutral to start the 2nd period. Down 7-2.
Our next weight will be 160 pounds. Both area wrestlers. Jake Jewell is the 1 seed, and he will receive a 1st round bye. Jordan Brees from West Delaware also receives his 1st round bye and will take on Jewell in the next round. And then 170 pounds, we'll see Nick Holt from Independence. He's also the 1 seed. Alex Walkoff from Northland. And Harrison Goebel is going to be wrestling for West Delaware here today at 170 pounds. He receives a 1st round bye as well as Holt.
So a 2-point takedown by Wagner. had Mathis on his back momentarily for a 1.5 second count, didn't pick up the 2. Mathis with a high bridge and rolled through. It's going to be 7-4 with 1:16 left, and Wagner up on top riding. Mathis is going to get called for stalling as he is belly down, just watching the clock. So a referee dings him with stalling. Here comes an inside, comes a half Nelson by Wagner. He gets way high with it. Mathis rolls him through. Now Mathis in a headlock finish.
There's the fall. There's the fall with 1 minute and 8 seconds gone in that second period. Garrett Mathis, the winner, and he will go to take on the winner of Jake Goki from West Marshall and Dalton Griffiths from Eddyville Blakesburg.
So a tough match coming back there at weight class 152, but there's Mathis staying after it, looking like he was in a world of hurt as Wagner had a half Nelson, and Wagner got a little sloppy with the half Nelson. It opened up a break for Mathis to score the fall. Well, we've got a lull in the action right now. Let's take a short timeout, and then we'll be back with, I think our next action is at weight class 170, where we'll have Northland's Alex Wasco taking on Matt Colbert from Cedar Rapids Jefferson. So stay with us. You won't want to miss that match. You've got hold-by-hold wrestling action from the Benton Community Invite, the Jerry Eckenrod Invitational on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
A great night out awaits you at Heart Ridge Golf Course. Join us on Tuesday and our Thursday night specials featuring roasted chicken. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Heart Ridge, north of Manchester on 195th Street.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404. For more information, your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber, big town quality with small town service. Delhi Lumber, your authorized overhead Midland door dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gift. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at cspiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Are you looking for great food in a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Benton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to KMCH.com and the Benton Community Invitational, the Jerry Eckenrod tournament today. We've got some great action for you. We're covering West Delaware Hawks, the Independence Mustangs, the Northland Lynx. Over on mat number 6 to our far side, weight class 170, we have Alex Waskow, the junior from North Lynn, who's 10 and 12, taking on Matt Culver from Cedar Rapids Jefferson, who's 20 and 2. So a tough draw there for Waskow.
Quick takedown by Culver from Jefferson there, and he intentionally releases him right away.
Alex's dad, Chad Waskow, a former student of mine at Starmont High School many years ago. Basketball player was Chad, and Alex chose wrestling. So you look at him, you think, oh boy, Alex is going to be a good basketball player, but he chose a really good sport to participate in. He's having a pretty good season, but he's got a really tough draw here, and Culver's 20 and 2.
Another 2 quick takedowns there by Matt Culver, also intentionally releases. He's up 6-3 with 52 seconds left to go in the first period.
And Culver is very, very quick, very, very shifty. There's a sweep single by Culver. He's going to cover the hips of Waskow one more time. And he's going to cut him loose, and pretty soon it's 8-4, 38 seconds. So, Alex, you can quickly see how Culver's racked up those 20 wins. He's very good on his feet.
He kind of has the Iowa style to him. He's always going forward. Everything he does, making the other guy back up, and then he creates angles.
There's the 6th takedown of the match. It's now 12-5. He's going to cut him loose again. 21 seconds left. We're seeing a takedown clinic here by Culver. Outside single. Let's see if he keeps him down now. It's 14-6. 12 seconds left to go. Probably going to see him ride here for a little bit, but well, that's a 7th takedown in that first period, and pretty soon you build a major decision up. You're up 14-6. That's mentally, that's devastating.
Absolutely. We saw him do a little bit of everything on his feet too. Outside single, we saw him do a double leg, and then that last takedown there was a really nice duck under he hit.
Well, let's see his choice. I think it's Waskow's choice, and he's going to go up. Yeah, where else would you go? You know, give yourself a shot to ride for a little bit. There's a 4-second escape by Culver. He's back up to his feet. It's 15-6. Boy, just having a lot of success working that head, the collar tie with the left, sweep single to the right. Then he picked up takedown number 8. 17-7 now. Waskow on the backside. If he loses this match, he'll have a bye on the backside, so he will have a couple more matches. There's another takedown by Culver in deep on the single. 19-8.
As we said, at 160 pounds, we had Jake Jewell from Independence and Jordan Brees from West Delaware both receiving first-round byes. They will take on each other in the second round at 160 pounds. And also at 170 pounds, Nick Holt from Independence receiving the first-round bye as the 1 seed, and Harrison Goebel from West Delaware receiving that first-round bye. He'll take on Jacob Kloft from Makokada, the 2 seed in the second round.
And that will be a very, very tough match for Goebel, as Kloft is tough. 10th takedown by Culver. He's up now 21-9. 11th takedown by Culver. He's up 23-9. And might be looking for a tilt here to end the match.
He's trying to run a bar on there, get that out to the side, get it across his back. He has that. If he can lock it up and pull him over, he'd get it.
And he might be working for the fall now, as he's got Waskow on his back. 28 seconds left to go, regardless of the outcome. And I think that was a fall right there. In 3:33. Score was 23-9, and then Culver tossed Waskow on his back, and the young man from North Lynn, not sure if he knows what hit him right there.
No, he's probably a little show-shocked after that one. First round, first match of the day.
And Matt Culver, very, very tough. He's the 3 seed, though. That 170-pound weight class is, I'll tell you what, pound for pound, that may be the toughest one of the day here. You've got Josh Hollop from Williamsburg, 16-7, who's seeded number 4. And Joel Sweeney from Don Bosco, who's a senior at 9-4. The 5th seed is not a slouch at all, so very, very tough.
Between those first 3 seeds there, a total of 4 losses.
So unbelievable weight. Well, right across the way, mat number 4 is Max Ridenour. from West Delaware, taking on Chris Bridges from Assumption, who's 14-6. Ridenauer is 8-6. So both wrestlers with 6 losses. Below that is Elliot Ryan from Independence. He will be taking on James Hellman from Benton Community, who's 2-0, just coming into the year. So huge match here for Max Ridenauer to get himself on the front side of the bracket. The winner will have top seed of Vic Malloy from Williamsburg. The loser will go on the backside with a bye. So Max has his work cut out for him here.
Both guys just on their feet, hand fighting right now so far. 1:25 left to go in the first period. No one able to really set anything up yet.
Max had a really nice win against Solon and then had a tough loss against DeWitt the other night. So hopefully he can get things squared away here and have a great tournament today. This tournament is a good jump start for the second half of your season. It's a confidence builder. You do a good job here. You finish up the season with a lot of confidence.
Absolutely. Always great competition here, as we said, with all 3 classes represented in some way, shape, or form, and get to see a lot of different competition that you don't see throughout the year.
You're exactly right, and that's the neat thing about this tournament. There's a throw by attempt by Ridenauer as Bridges finds the edge of the mat. Bridges very heavy hipped from the waist and below. Boy, he's got solid hips, and tell you what, you try to attack those tree trunks, and sometimes it's pretty difficult.
Yes, it is. Max found that out right there. Bridges trying to kind of work underhooks there.
Bridges with an underhook. He lifts that, attacks a single by Ridenauer. Ridenauer with a hard whizzer. He's got to find some pressure. Bridges able to lift that left leg of Max Ridenauer to the air. Trying a hard whizzer. Now back trip by Bridges. Will dump Ridenauer on his backside with 18 seconds left. That's a 2-point takedown. How you hate to give that takedown up with 18 seconds left.
Yeah, you don't want to be down 2-0 going into that second period, but it's even more devastating when you give it up in the final 20 seconds.
And here comes the legs by Bridges, and you know you're going to see that by Assumption. Throws the cross body right in, and that's got to be timed right there. A little towel boy, a little slow with the whack. Out in front of us at 285, we have Caleb Zeeser for West Delaware. Taking on from the wrestler from Macokota.
That is Trevor Brickford from Macokota. He's a junior at 9-9. Zeeser also a junior, 14-9 on the season.
Now the winner of this match will take on 4C Travis Bruns from Assumption. So important match for Caleb Zeeser to get himself on the front side of the bracket.
Both guys here with kind of the Greco lock up on the head and shoulders. Not able to get anything as they go out of bounds.
Ridenauer will go up, or Bridges will go down.
I believe Bridges shows down.
Long single shot by Ridenauer, too far away. His head was down, and that's going to make it easy for Bridges to hit the go behind. He's up now 5-0, and when you're wrestling somebody that good, that's tough to get behind by 5.
Right in front of us here, Roger Elliott Ryan from Independence. He's taking on James Heilman from Benton Community. Elliott Ryan with a quick 2-point takedown to begin the first period, and with the cradle there, wasn't able to get any back points.
Bridges will scoop the left arm of Max Ridenauer, then the half Nelson has got Ridenauer on his back.
He puts the spurs in there, Roger.
I'll tell you what, that is tough position to be in. It might be a fall right there. With 2:48, Bridges will pick up the fall. Ridenauer will get dumped to the backside. And you know what? This is a wrestle back for. It's not a true third. The best you can do is come back and get 5th. You know, 16 teams. You know, you wrestle 4 matches in a day in this tournament. So the best you can do now is come back and get 5th, and that's got to be Max's goal, is to come out of here with 3 wins.
With the tough team competition we're going to see here today, West Delaware really needs those points on the backside. You got to come back and get 5th. When you're not able to come back and get 3rd, the loser of the semifinals go to that. In front of us here, Elliott Ryan was able to pick up a fall against James Heilman of Benton Community. He'll move to the front side, where he'll take on Jared Johnson of West Marshall, who is the 4 seed at 16-3.
Caleb Zeeser trying to pick up a 2-point takedown as time expired, missed it. And boy, had an underarm locked up, a headlock on the other side, tried to get his hip across, and just ran out of time.
On mat 4, Brett Roush from West Delaware. He will be taking on Sean Solomon of Macokota, able to get a quick takedown here in the first 15, 20 seconds, and he has Solomon on his back.
Yeah, that's one thing Brett Roush knows how to do, and he's get somebody on his back. He's just a great pinner, and he does a super job of looking for those pinning combinations. Hard cross face from right to left. Got Solomon and a butcher. Might be a fall right here. He's got
That's
a butcher.
tight, Roger.
That is tight. He's going to try to come with a reverse half Nelson under the head of Solomon, but Solomon's head is posted.
He needs to get his chest up on top there.
Referee looking close. He's got a lot of time. He's got 104 to settle in. You're right, his chest is off the edge. He's got to get that chest up on top. Could be the fall right there. There's the fall at 103. Brett Roush will advance in the tournament with a nice fall. That's a great job getting on the front side of the bracket. Caleb Zeeser for West Delaware is going to pick up a 1-point escape, got to his feet. He's got that underhook locked up again.
Brett Roush on the front side, he will take on the 3 seed, Miguel Sanchez of Williamsburg. He's a senior at 13-1.
So he will have his work cut out for him also. 1:44 left to go. And what's going to happen, this is our last match of the first round. We will take a break here because they'll go right into the last round of JV. And that will take about an hour. Then we will come back, and I'm not quite sure yet if we will be back on .com for the quarterfinals and then on live semifinals. We'll talk about that and see. But after this match with Zeeser, it'll be about an hour break, and then we'll come back on .com for sure, and we'll see what happens after that. So stay with us. The second round is going to be unbelievable. 1:17 left to go. Zeeser up on top, 1-0, and he's got to work on building that lead right now. Bickford is 9-9, and you just got to continue working heavy on the head. I like what Zeezer's doing with the underhooks. Now he's got to make him turn them into some points. Got that up again. Got an underhook on the left side. There's Bickford trying to throw Zeeser, and Zeezer showing a little bit of strength there. Nope. Can't give up 2. He gave up 2. There's a 1-point escape by Zeeser. Now we're knotted up at 2-2.
Kind of a quick 2-point takedown there. I don't think Zeeser had his hands planted when he was around. Nonetheless, he gets a 2-point takedown, and we're tied at 2.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be Bickford's choice to start the third period. So, you got to keep working here, working your offense. There's a nice throw by Zeeser, duck under, and Bickford squares him off.
At the last break in the action there, the referee was having a few words with these guys and the way that they're locking up there on the head.
Well, I think there's a little headbutting going on with those collar ties. Both wrestlers are very physical with the tie.
Both wrestlers built very much the same here, kind of short, stocky.
Zeeser the aggressor here. And Bickford content to be a counter wrestler, waiting for Zeeser to make a mistake. So 1 second left to go. We'll see whose choice it is to start the third. I think it's going to be Bickford's choice to start the third.
He wants new headgear.
He's going to have, I didn't know that you could stop and change your headgear in between periods, but that's kind of like the old tie in your shoe thing.
Yes.
2-2. Bickford will choose down as he changes headgear now. And Zeeser got to do a good job of riding, looking for some pinning combinations here. He's got Bickford momentarily. Now spiral ride now by Zeeser. He's got to keep the pressure going forward. There's going to be a stand up by Bickford, and it's a 3-2 lead now by the junior from Macokota.
Zeeser is going to have to get a takedown here to take the lead in this match. Even then, with the takedown, he's going to have to keep him down and able to win this one without going to overtime.
Okay.
Zeeser clearly the aggressor here, pushing him out of bounds again.
I think he's got to continue keeping the pressure on. Joe saying heavy on the head. He's got that underhook locked up again. He's going to try to throw Bickford, slips him off. And it's a 2-point takedown. It's 5-2 now. There's a roll by Zeeser. He's going to pick up two on the reversal. Now he's got to look for some back points here.
Got to get his hips behind.
Hard crossface now by Zeeser. See if he can set up that butcher. It's 5-4 right now, still in favor of the wrestler from Macokota. I'm not sure. Caesar's got to let him up, and now you got to take him down. It's 6-4.
Hasn't awarded the escape yet. There it
There's
is.
1 point. Now you got to take him down and tie this thing up. Tie this up, maybe take it into overtime. And then right now, I think that throw by still working that underhook. You know, if he lifts that underhook, he's got that single right there. There's a 2-point takedown. Now you got to ride him out here. Look for some back points here. Keep your weight on top. Inside wrist now by Zeezer, applying a lot of pressure forward. Bickford's done a nice job being able to get his hips up. For Caleb Zeezer, now you want to keep him about right here. Don't want to give up a point on the edge of the mat. There's that short stand up by Bickford. Bickford with hand control. Zeezer's going to give him a 1-point escape with 13 seconds left. I'm not sure Caleb knew how much time was left.
No, Coach Voss in the corner yelling at him to get after him. He's got 5 seconds left. Goes for a little ankle pick. He's going to lose this one 7-6 as time runs out on Caleb Zeezer.
Man, that's a tough loss right there by Zeezer. You know, that's one that you want to win to get on the front side of the bracket. He's going to get kicked to the backside now. He's got a bye, so he will have to wait around a little bit to see who his next match will be. So,
Clearly
tough
a
match.
winnable match there by Caleb Zeezer. The aggressor the whole time, gave up a couple slipped headlocks, and just wasn't able to come back from those.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Well, that's going to do it for our first round here. So we will take a break. It'll probably be about an hour break, and then we will be back on. It's 11:25 right now. We'll probably be back somewhere around 12:15 to 12:30 with that quarterfinal round, and I think they'll do front and backside. There's not very many backside matches overall, but we've got some area wrestlers on that backside. We'll get an updated program and get that ready for you during our break, and then we'll be back with the action. So stay with us. You know, it's time for lunch. Get your lunch, then find your radio or your computer, and find yourself back with us, because we will be ready to go here in probably 45 minutes to an hour. So stay with us. That's it for the first round, Alex. Some exciting matches, first round matches, and the excitement's only going to build the rest of the day.
Absolutely. Like we said, a lot of great competition here at this tournament. And the added incentive to be in those semifinals where you can't come back for a true third. So we'll see everybody putting it on the line here in the quarters and the semifinals.
Oh, you're exactly right. Well, that'll do it for now. So about 45 minutes to an hour, we'll be back. So check us out and stay with us. We've got more hold-by-hold action for you from, I don't know what year this is. This is the 42nd annual. This is one of the longest running tournaments in Northeast Iowa, next to that Bob Murphy invite. I think there was a 40th year for that this year. This has been a long-standing tournament. It's 16 teams. Jerry Eckenrod, the former coach here at Benton Community, tragically passed away here a few years ago. But it's a tough tournament. The 42nd annual Bobcat Jerry Eckenrod Invitational will be back. So stay with us. We've got more action for you on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 at KMCH.com.